Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Dojo Plant, and today I'm doing a couple of spreads for some of my patrons over on my top tier of Patreon. Today I have spreads for Katrina, Bobby, and Samantha, so let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, the first spread we are doing is for Katrina, and she is letting me use some Harry Potter stickers, but she requested it be as purple as possible, so that's what we're going to do today. So I pulled out the Happy Planner Harry Potter sticker book. So I have the Wizarding World, which this one actually does have some purple, like maroon, like eggplant colored stickers. So this one will actually work really nice. And then I pulled out some of the newer student books, mainly for some of the gold stuff, because these ones don't really have purple, but I know this one does. And then I remembered I had this fun sticker book. This is from Paper House Productions. I think I got these either on scrapbook.com or I think they're also available on Amazon. But it has these gorgeous, it has like that same eggplant purple. But this is one of my favorite things, and this is why I bought it. I actually have multiples of this booklet, so that's the only reason why I'm like, I could use this. But we actually have this poster in our basement, and it's one of my favorite things, but it's gorgeous, and it has these gorgeous purple flowers in it, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of pair with this. This, I think, only has like 5 pages, but there are a couple of just like different purple stickers, so I was like, we can use that. We can make this work. So we're going to use that, and then I even have some washi tape that matches it. So this is like that same floral vibe, and then these ones are purple. So I figured we could kind of use all these, and then I'm going to try my best to find all like the purpley toned stickers to kind of just make this in that Harry Potter yet purpley vibe. So that's what we're going to do today for this spread. So like we can see there's already like some purple. So I feel like at first I was like, I don't know if we can make that task happen, but now I'm like, I think we can do it. Like I think we can make it work. It might not be perfect, but gosh darn it, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get it there. Okay, so I think what will be fun to do is to layer. So I'm gonna pair it with like this like taupey color, because I do see that kind of repeating a lot in this sticker, and we will be using that sticker eventually. But I do want to use this sticker because this is kind of what I'm going to base everything off of. So I'm going to start with this first, and I'm going to use the Happy Planner stickers paired with this one, just because the Happy Planner stickers are actually sized for this layout, whereas these are not. They're a little shorter and on the short side, so that's why we're going to try to pair things together. Okay, I'm also going to pull in some of these, and then I know for a fact I'm going to use that one. I love this castle moment, and I think it'll be fun to maybe pair this one and then have the castle kind of floating around this one. I just got to figure out exactly where I want it. I don't want to put them all on that side, so I'm like, maybe I'll switch it up and put one on this side. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where and how I want it. Let's put it down here. I'm going to stick this one over here. And then we have this gorgeous castle with those florals that all match. And then I think it'll be fun to take these and kind of layer on top to give an area for some functional. And then we have more of those florals in here as well. I'm going to take some of those and just kind of trying to create like clusters of things. Okay, so we know we're going to use this one. I got to figure out, is it going to layer with something, or is it just going to be on its own? So let's figure that out. There are some circles in here. That could be fun for some functional. Ooh, that's kind of fun. And then we can layer that on top. And then that way it doesn't have to fit perfectly. Okay, that's kind of fun. Let's stick this here. And then we'll stick this here. Okay, I know that's in like the same plane, but we'll figure it out. Okay, we got a little letter. Okay, and then we have this piece of, it's like all the florals that kind of match the same vibe as well. So I am going to lay these in here. I think I'm going to stick it over here. just because it's long enough to go along that side there. And then we have characters and stuff, which I'll come back to later. But I want to get some of the other functional stuff. So we have a couple of purple checklists that I'm going to pull in. And we'll stick the first one right here. And then maybe this other one we'll stick over here. A couple purple checklist spots. Okay, we'll come back to this one. I kind of took all the purple stuff except these things, so I'll probably use those, but let's go in more with the Happy Planner book. I think I might, for the most part, stick with this book because I just feel like this one has a lot more things that I can use compared to the other one. So I'm going to use some of these circles for functional. I know there's boxes and stuff too that will be, and we could also use this taupey color as well. Might as well pull this one in a little bit more. Just want to make sure like all the areas have a place for some function. Just going to pull a couple of these in. Okay. Okay, we have this one. It's kind of matching our vibes a little bit. Gonna add some of this in here. Place over here for it. Okay, it makes it so much easier when you're really looking for kind of one specific color. It definitely makes planning a little bit easier because I'm not having to dig around for, you know, all the colors. I'm kind of sticking to the purple, the gold, and like the taupey color, which is making this really easy to find all the things that I'm looking for. It's like a little wax seal. That's fun. Add some little snippets in here just to spiffy them up a little bit. Okay, now let's go to, I'll pull out this book, I think. And there's like little wands and stuff. I did want to put a wand in here. So I'm just going to pull that out and lay a wand or two in here. And I'm using these ones because they're a little bit bigger than the other one. Okay, let's go in with some of this washi tape because I literally was waiting to do this spread with this washi tape. So we're using it. Let me see if I can get it started here. There we go. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to put this piece. Don't worry, I'm going to trim off some of this back end. That's not what I want. Do a little bit of trimming here. Kind of get in more of these floral vibes. Stick some of it down at the bottom. Oh my gosh. Just not straight. Okay. Hold, please. Yes, I did just rip it. But I got a fix, so it's okay. If I can get this in the right spot, that would be great. Okay, there we go. All fixed. That like ripped way too easily, first of all. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know why that ripped so easily. This washi tape must just be real strong. Okay, just cleaning up some of the edges. I never know where I put my scissors. It's always a mystery. Okay. So sticking some of that down at the bottom to get even more of those florally vibes in here. And then we're going to go in with some of these purple icons too, to just get even more of that purple vibe in here. Just trying to find places to layer these. Let's change this to do. Change that up a little bit. These have a little bit more of the florals in them, so I'm just going to add in some of those and even some of the little icons. Okie dokie. A couple more floral pieces, just so I can kind of match the floral vibes. I feel like there's more florals happening on the other side. So I'm just trying to get a little bit more on this side too. That way that side's not alone. Got a giant head wig. Stick that in there. Got a unicorn. Kind of fun. We have a key. I feel like I don't have as many gold elements on this side as the other side. Okay. I feel like I like combining these things together a lot more because I wasn't super impressed with this book by itself. But give me the task of doing a purple spread and we are there. Okay, there's even some purple sparkles. I'm like, how perfect. We can add in the sparkles here in purple. So that's what we're gonna do. I feel like there were some other things in purple too. Let's see. I didn't have room for that other castle, but I have room for some of these smaller purple items. Just lay those in there. Okay, I feel like we got a really good amount of purple items in here. I'm actually surprised that I was able to get that much purple in this spread, considering it's Harry Potter. So I guess I'm kind of thankful. I was kind of mad that this one isn't in like normal Harry Potter colors, but I guess I'm kind of thankful now, because now we had the purple, and then pairing it with this paper house sticker book. If I can find it on Amazon, I will link it down below, and I'll also link the washi tape because I got it. It came with a bunch of other washies as well. So I'll try to find the links, and then I will link those down below. And then we did use the Back to Hogwarts one for those bigger wands. But I think all the other the colors in here aren't the same vibes, so we won't use anything else from that. But I feel like we were pretty successful getting a purple vibe Harry Potter spread. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. So Katrina, I so hope that you love your spread. Let's go ahead and move to our next one. Okay, our next spread is for Bobby, and she sent me some pictures of her at Go Wild in this year. I was going to say the year, but I'm like, we're still in 2025. I don't know why my brain is like glitching and trying to convince me we're not. But anyway, so I did not go to Go Wild this year, so I don't really have any of the stuff as far as like stickers for Go Wild. I was lucky though, and I did go on Etsy and I found These are from Amy Plan's Things. They are printables and they are Go Wild related, so I got those. So, but I'm gonna leave it a kind of empty a little bit. Like I'm gonna put these stickers in there, but I want to leave some space because I'm sure Bobby has some that she got either at the conference or before the conference and prep for it to decorate with. So I want to also make sure I leave some room too. But I just don't have anything from Go Wild this year because I did not get to go. So that just meant I didn't get anything. But I'm going to go in because it was in Indianapolis. It kind of had like a racing theme. I found that I had this washi tape, which is kind of like those checkered, I don't know. It reminds me of that. I'm like, I don't know if these are the same thing, but that's what it reminds me of. So I was like, we'll put this down the center. I really wish I had some that were thicker. These are kind of on the, oh gosh, if I can get this to cut. These are kind of on the thinner side. Oh no. I'm not going to remember where I put pictures. Like I cannot move them. So I'm going to have to double them up, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. It'll be fine. But I also want to make sure I'm lining it up so that way it looks intentional, because once I punch through it, obviously it's going to disrupt it a little bit. But I thought this would look cute down the center, so that is why I'm putting this down there. And I think I'm going to look for my little washi cutter because I think that's going to be easier than trying to use my scissors every time. Okay, so one side down. Let's do the other side. Same exact thing. I'm just doing this on like a thick cardstock paper. It's nice and sturdy. Won't be super flimsy. And it'll hold the pictures better. Trim that one. And then same thing over here. Trying to kind of line it up so that way it looks like it's one piece even though it's not. Okay, like so. Then I just need to do some trimming on some of the areas. I feel like this bottom one will be easier to just trim off. Okay. Okay, so I am going to have to, looking at that is trippy. Don't look at it too closely. Okay, I'm going to start laying down my pictures and getting these in their places because otherwise they're going to get moved. I did go through all the pictures and I just put some colored cardstock just to give them a fun little border. I feel like it just makes them look a little bit more fun that way. So I did do that and just spiffied them up. I did look at the colors for Go Wild, and these I think are all on brand for that. So I feel like we're good there. Gosh, I don't remember where this one was. I'm going to put it there. And then this one's going to end up kind of layering on top just a little bit. And then get these pictures laid down. I'm leaving this top open so I can put a title up there. I just haven't gotten to that yet. So maybe like there-ish. Okay. And then we'll do the pictures on this side, and then we can go in with all the stickers and stuff and kind of spiffy up the spread a little bit. So I'm going to stick this one over here. And stick this one over here. And this one be like here-ish. And last, stick this one over here. Okay. All the pictures laid down, ready to go. Now I was trying to think of what I could title it with, and I do have a Go Wild book that I came out with. The colors are similar, but I do have some word stickers in here. I think it's in this one. It might be in my other one. I think it's in my other one. The one that I literally just shoved away. There we go. So I have this, and it says Go Wild, so then I don't have to spell it all out. I even have these that I could use too. I don't know if this will fit though, where I put it. I mean, I could put that somewhere else, but it doesn't really quite fit. So I'm going to use this for my titling here. Kind of looking at my stickers here because I kind of want to layer and spiffy it up a little bit. These are 3 different sticker sheets too. I just tried to find things that kind of fit the vibe. Okay, so I'm going to put that down, Go Wild, and then I'm going to grab Numeric Essentials so I can do a little bit of a bigger number, and then I'll write 2025. So I'll grab my 2s. Oh my gosh. Trying to do this with one hand is a struggle. 20. I need a 0. There you are. I need an extra arm, and then my problems will be solved. Okay, 20. Whoa. Stick that a little bit too high. 20, 25, and then I'll go in with that same floral vibe. Stick it on the other side. Okay, so titled the page. And then we'll have the florals to put everywhere and all these. But before I do anything, I need to get some functional stuff in here, mainly thinking a little bit of space. The color that I did not put in that is in the colors is yellow. So I'm going to grab Rainbow Journaling. And I have some yellow boxes in here that are ready to go. So I'm going to grab a couple of these, and this is going to be my yellow. So that's why I didn't put any of the yellow cardstock, and also I didn't have any that was the right yellow. I had like a neon yellow, and it just didn't look right, so I did not go with that one. But I feel like this yellow is a little bit more of that same sunflower yellow that is at least in the stickers, so I feel like this one will work a little bit better. So I'm going to go in with a couple of journaling spots, and then we'll do a couple smaller boxes. Let's see, I gotta find the right vibe. You know what? Those are definitely orange. I'm like looking at them like, I don't know if that's yellow. That 10 out of 10 is orange. Am I going colorblind? Like, what the heck? Oh my goodness. I'm going blind. Okay, it's okay. We're gonna fix it. Although I don't think it looks bad, but I'm like, that is 100% the wrong color. I'm gonna go over them. That might seem like the dumbest thing ever, but right now this is what I've got in life. We're gonna go over these with the yellow. I'm just taking yellow boxes because that'll be the easiest thing to use. My goodness. I was like so convinced that that was yellow. I think it's because I had it mixed in with another color, so I think it was giving more of like a yellow vibe next to the color it was with. So that's my bad. It was definitely giving yellow vibes, that is for sure. So I'm just adding a couple of boxes to different areas, so that way there can be some journaling happening, or just adding some of those memories. And then now we will decorate a little bit. So we have a little race car, llama in the race car. Oh my gosh, that's not where I wanted you. I was literally going to pick it up, and then it so rudely decided that's where it was going to go. Right, and then I have this like flag moment. I'm gonna lay that up there. We have the little llamas. Stick that over there. I also don't want to forget I have the florals too, because florals make everything look better. So I'm going to go in and just kind of lay a couple of these in there. And take some of each of the colors. And I'm mainly going to cut them. I don't know if I'm going to use any of them whole, because I like them cut. Because then I can get them to go a little further. Do another little trim. Okie dokie. We have these little like race flag things. I feel like these are kind of cute. And another one. That over there. All right, and because I know I have some Go Wild related quotes, I'm going to grab my Go Wild Dallas book. This one was the book for that. Then we can add in some fun quotes. Okay, I feel like I have more and had more than I thought I was going to have, because honestly, I didn't think I would have enough to do things for a Go Wild spread. So I am pleasantly surprised. Add these little captured pieces. And we even have Smile. Oh my gosh, as I lay it down not flat. Let's not do that. Okay, and then if she has any other memories, she can stick them on the back side, because I feel like I did not leave you any space for anything else. My bad. I gave myself too much stuff to work with, and now I'm like, I can do anything with these stickers. Oh, I was like, where'd that go? Just disappeared. Okay, well, I'm going to stick some over there and some in here. Okay, I think this came out a lot cuter than I thought it was going to come out. I am liking this spread. I'm really proud of it. I think it came out really, really cute. All right, I think that is it. I'm going to leave some space in case she has extra things to add in. But before I forget, I am going to punch it. I turn the pages in towards each other, sliding it into the paper punch. Make sure it's all the way back. Okay, and moment of truth. Voila! I think it came out so fun. Wow, I had more stuff to work with than I really thought I did. So I feel like this came out great. Bobby, I so hope that you love your spread. Alrighty, our next spread is for Samantha, and she is having me do the July monthly layout, which I think is so fun because I have literally never decorated this in my life. So we're going to do that. She said she normally doesn't decorate it, but she thought for her birthday month it'd be fun to have it decorated, and she wants it in purple, which I'm like, obviously I'm not going to say no for purple. And no, I did not bribe all these people to ask for purple spreads. Thankfully, they just all love purple just as much as I do. So we're going to go in and decorate this. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to take away these prompts because she uses different prompts there. I did use a piece of sticker paper to cover up the sidebar because we're going to change that up as well. So I'm just going to cover up all of these prompts so we can lay down other things and kind of cover those up. So let's start with our functional first. I'm going to go with big purple boxes and more. Gonna get all the purple in here. Literally every shade of purple we can. It's going in here. So let's go in. I'm trying to figure out what shade I want. I want this shade. Yeah. This shade is perfection. So I'm going to go in with this. I think it's like the first shade that's in here. It's such a pretty shade. So we're going to put a box over here, kind of extend those lines. And then I'm going to go find that shade again, but in a different form. And we're going to use some boxes to kind of cover these up. Make them look a little prettier. So that way we have all of our purple vibes. This shade is so pretty. Stick that there. And then we have one more area. Stick this one here. Okay, so done. Just kidding. Just kidding. If only it were that easy. Okay, I found that I had some of these scraps left. They're just purple lavender picnic scraps. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's add in some scraps. And then we can layer all the other things like on top of it. So I thought that this would add just a little bit of a nice touch. I just love scraps too. So it was just a good excuse to use them. And it was like a little half sheet. So I was like, I might as well use the rest of these, you know? Use them for something. Otherwise, that sheet is literally just going to sit there forever and be unused. So I figured we could use it to kind of spiffy up this page a little bit. Okay. Just going to go in, adding some of these pieces. Okay, I literally have one more. So let's figure out where we can stick this one underneath there. Okay, some of the scraps. Okay, so I'm going to go in with these are gorgeous Darblooms. They're called Wisteria Garden from Planet Darby. I love these. So I pulled out, I have this one sheet, and then I also have some little bitties. So we're going to kind of mix all of these together and really just bring the purple vibes to this spread. But I want to make sure I'm also leaving room, so we'll see how much we actually use. Because I don't want to take all the room for functional, but also at the same time, I want to decorate it and make it look really pretty. And it'll have all the purple vibes. So I'm just kind of laying the clusters in first, and then we'll go in with like the little individual pieces. And there are a lot. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of little individual little itty bitty pieces that are oh so fun to try to lift up. But we're gonna kind of try to lay these in here. For some extra decorations. Okay. So far, so good. We're just rocking and rolling with these little bitty pieces. Oh my gosh, this one is so tiny. Teeny. Just the smallest. My gosh, I might not use the little sheets because then those little teeny ones are even smaller, and I don't know if I can handle trying to lift those up right now. That might be a task. A task for another day. Okay, but so far, I feel like this is looking really pretty. And I feel like I'm leaving a good amount of room. But I also have these giant pieces that I still want to get in here. So I think if I do them in halves and or a little less than halves, it'll be a little easier to fit these gigantic pieces in here. Stick one there. Okay, I have one more. I'm using it. We're doing it. I feel like up here would be a good spot. No. Where you go? There you go. No. We'll do it over here. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Seriously? That was dumb. Like literally, you could have done anything else. Okay. I think that came out really pretty. So we're going to keep it simple because I don't want to take up all of her space. but I feel like that's decorated, right? Like I feel like that looks, we're getting some decorating in here. Okay, so she said she uses this area for birthdays. So I'm going to go in. I know I have a birthday sticker somewhere. Just got to find it. There it is. So let's go in with birthday. And we'll stick this in here. And then she did give me the days, but I will let her write the who's. But I am going to go in with date it. And I'm going to go and find the itty bitty numbers that you would use for like the monthly. And I'm going to use these to put in. So we have one on the 2nd. So we'll add that in there. And then she said the 18th is her birthday. So we'll add this in here. I'm going to kind of space them out. And then there's another one on the 23rd. These numbers have so many uses. Oh my gosh, I can't lay this down. I'm struggling. Okay, there we go. And that way then write in those. Okie dokie. Okay, and then we'll put 2025 in here since that is for 2025. Okay, I think this came out really, really pretty. I'm like scared to put more in here because I don't want to take up space that you might need. So I don't want to put a ton in here. I am going to put a little quote. And by little, it's not little. But since it's a birthday month, I am going to put like a little something in there since it's for a birthday. And then to finish it out, I do have a my birthday sticker. So we can lay that in there and then she doesn't have to write that in there. And that is just taken care of. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that because I'm terrified that I'm going to take up all her functional space because I know she uses each one of these sections for something. So I'm going to leave it at that. But Samantha, you tell me next time if that was too much or if I could, you know, splurge and add a little bit extra. But I didn't want to take up a ton of space. But I love how this turned out. And this kind of makes me want to decorate this layout more often because it's kind of fun. Because this is the layout that then you turn it over and then you have your daily tasks. So adding just a little bit of like pops of color just makes it that much more fun. But there we go, Samantha. I so hope that you love your spread. Alrighty, and there we go. We have 3 very fun spreads all ready to go to their new homes. I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!